Y'all might not know this, but my favorite game is Borderlands series, right? And recently I've gotten back into Borderlands 3, and I got mad again because I remember why I was so mad about the game in the first place. Seeing Maya death again really just upset me. That just made me mad. There's no reason Maya should have died. I hate Ava. Hate her with a passion. I just got done playing. Hate her with a passion. I had to turn the game off because I was that mad about it. But anyway, with that being said, on to the actual topic of the video. What's up, guys? It's your boy T. Today we're going to be talking about Twitch. A couple of days ago, Twitch had a layoff about 500 employees. And it's funny because last year they had a layoff 400 employees in March. So it was really crazy to the fact that a lot of people are losing their job. And Twitch is not the only one laying people off. Discord had to lay off about 170 people, which is 17% of their current company. And also on top of that, Google had to lay off several hundred workers too. So they are losing a lot of individuals in their company, and you might be wondering why. During COVID-19, they hired a flux of people. A lot of people was at home, a lot of people needed a job, so most people worked from home. And also, a lot of people were on Discord or watching Twitch. So a lot of people were bringing money into Twitch because they were doing those certain things, or bringing money to Discord because people were actually using the services. Now that people have went back to work, which they haven't been going back to work for a while, they're not making as much money as they were, and they're not being used as much as they were. So the flux of people that they hired around that time are not really needed no more. More money is going out than coming in. So they had to look at the cost and see why are we broke, because they are not making money, as Dan Clancy claims in the stream that they are not profitable.
We really need to run the company based upon where we're at today. We've implied this before, where we say we need to run it sustainably, but I'll be blunt. We aren't profitable at this point. Amazon has been extremely supportive of Twitch, and a big thing for being sustainable over time is ensuring that we don't lose money. And that's a big part of my job, because that's going to be what makes sure we can be here for long term.
Now, I want to pay attention to the fact that he stated that we want to pay attention to where we at right now, today. And obviously, they are not at the point that they need to be able to house as many workers as they had before. I really have this belief that I feel at the time the peak of streaming, which was during the COVID era, I believe they needed all those people at the time because they needed to handle moderation, customer service, and all this stuff. And of course, working on the infrastructure of Twitch. So at the time, they needed these people. But of course, as time has passed and Twitch and streaming is not as big as it was, and when I say not as big as it was, not being utilized as much as it was back when COVID, a lot of people didn't have nothing else to do, so they just live stream or watch streams. But now people have lives again. Now people have to work. Now people just really don't have time to sit down and watch live streams, especially on Twitch. And it's a lot of time to invest into one thing. That's why a lot of people are enjoying short form content, TikTok, YouTube shorts, and all that stuff like that. You might call it however you feel about TikTok, but a lot of people are enjoying that. Now, does it have a bad effect on some people when it comes to attention spans? Of course, yes. But people are enjoying that because it's quick, easy. You learn something, you find something cool, or all in 1 minute. And that's pretty good, and that's really convenient for people. And at the end of the day, as a human, you want convenience. You don't really care about how long it is. If it's convenient and it makes your life easier or makes your life better in any type of way, entertainment wise or anything, or makes you smile or happy, then that is what most humans are going to go towards. That is just how the human mind works. We go for convenience, we go for luxury. That's what we like. So I feel at the time they did need these people, but now obviously they don't, because it's not being utilized as much. And that goes the same thing with Discord and even with Google. They needed those people at the time. They needed workers at the time. They needed things to still be moving even though they didn't have physical workers. But now they don't, and they're realizing they need their team to be a certain size, because at the end of the day, if a business is not making money, then a business will fall. And he's pretty much telling us that Twitch is not making money. They are not even breaking even. They are losing money, and they have to find some department to kick people out. There was also somebody that asked, okay, did y'all look into CEOs or upper executives paychecks? Like, are they getting canned, or or some of their paychecks gonna get down. And I'll play that in a minute, but he does talk about that. But now I want to talk about what he just said right here, and I think it's a pretty good question that the person asked.
Mother of Carp. How much of this layoff decision was Amazon's choice and how much was Twitch's choice? So the way to think of this is Amazon does expect us to move towards profitability. Um, uh, However, how we do that is very much in our control. Um, but when you look at our business, we had already been looking across the business for different areas where we could save money. Um, I do not think, as we drive to profitability, that I think it's critical, the money that goes to the streamers, that we can continue to provide those benefits that we are doing right now. As you know, we just recently launched the Partner Plus program, and I've said repeatedly that we would like to expand those things. And one of our biggest cost outside of that is our employee base. And so that's one of the areas that we looked at, because we had already been looking at many other places to look where we could save money.
One, if y'all see them like pauses in the stream, that's not on my end. That's just literally how the vibe is. That's literally how it is. It was doing that in the live stream, so ain't on me. And two, that's another reason why I don't like live streaming. You see how many times that man said no offense to him, but that's one of the things that I don't. That's why I like doing this. So one of the things he want to make sure he gets done is that he wants Twitch to last as long as it can, wants to last for years and years. And he also has a major focus on the streamers. That's been one of his major focuses. A lot of times he mentions streamers a lot. He said he's talked to many streamers, saying how beneficial the Twitch program has been for him. The whole Twitch 70-30 split has been really beneficial for him. And one of the reasons why they can't really do that for everybody is because of how many employees they have. Since they have so many employees that they have to pay, they can't really do everybody 70-30. That is probably one of the reasons why they changed it to 50-50 instead of 70-30. Some streamers have 70-30 splits, but if they have all these employees, they're not making as much money as they were before. They have to cut something. That's why some people are making 50-50 now. And on top of that, with them having Prime, the system Prime, and if you don't know what Prime is pretty much, if you have Amazon Prime and it's linked to your Twitch account, you have this one sub. You have one sub ticket pretty much, and you can go to any streamer you want. So if you want to sub to Kai Cenat, I can't think of any other Twitch streamers right now, but if you want to sub to Kai Cenat or whatever, you go up. Penguin Zero. You go to his Twitch channel, you put your subscribe button, and your ticket will go towards his subscribe, and that will count as a sub. Now the problem with that is that comes out of Twitch's pocket. That $5 comes out of Twitch's pocket. Well, $2.50 comes out of Twitch's pocket. So of course they lose money on that end. And so one of the things he states, because somebody asked this question, is Twitch Prime going to be affected by this since Twitch is struggling when it comes to money? And he pretty much alludes to the fact that Twitch Prime will still be a thing, but Prime will be changed in a certain type of way. Don't know how it's going to be changed, but there is plan to change it, but they would never can it because it is something that streamers enjoy a lot. It's something they would never get rid of.
Further cost saving in the future. It feels like maybe the days of Prime subs could be numbered. Prime is a critical program for many streamers. We've already been looking across the company in terms of how to set us up for the long term. I think we will continue to evolve different aspects of our program, because part of what I'm trying to do is get us into a framework that can live over a long time. The size of the company is one of those things that gets us to the right size for the longer period of time. When we did Partner Plus, we structured that so that we could continue to move that threshold. We're going to keep looking across our strategy with streamers. We did this with the ads incentive program. We want to get to where we can continue to grow and adapt and change as the market changes. And so there may be other changes, but I will tell you, Prime is an important part for our viewers and our creators. So it's important for us to make sure Prime still exists in some way.
Another thing he speaks on is someone asked, was it true that these people found out the night before they got fired and that this stuff got leaked out? And he explains that an employee leaked the information out, and so they found this out on the internet instead of finding this out by their own job. Now, it's not their fault if, leaks happen all the time. These things just happen. You can't plan for people to not be honest or not to do the wrong thing. It is what it is. He then talks about it.
Is there any truth some employees found out about the layoffs through media outlets or media sources? So, Kiki Bunny, there was a leak the night before. And so employees did find out the night before, as some people that are listening here may have read too. It was unfortunate. It's something that happens a fair amount with us, and I understand why people inside might do it, but I don't think it helps the people that are impacted. We weren't able to speed up notifying them. We looked at speed up notifying them because we had worked hard to try and keep it quiet so that they did not have the anxiety of not knowing whether or not they were impacted. Unfortunately, somebody leaked it. We tried to get them to not run it. That wasn't going to work. Luckily, it was the night before, so it wasn't as long.
And as I alluded to before, somebody had asked a question about executives or higher ups, or they're not getting their bonuses since people are getting canned. It wouldn't be right for these executives to be getting bonuses when you just fired all these people, when them bonuses could have went to those people that you just fired. And he answers the question. He states that he hasn't gotten a raise in a while, so you can only trust his word. You can only go off his word. So you can feel however way you want to feel about it. But I do like the fact that he being transparent with us and not really beating around the bush. He's pretty much explaining everything to you. So I really do appreciate the transparency that he's providing.
Zikaticus, with such large staff layoffs, will executives also go without bonuses or pay raises? So we don't use bonuses within Twitch or Amazon for that matter. I don't know what's going to happen when we do our annual performance review. I can tell you recently that has already happened, where in terms of compensation has not changed. I will tell you that my compensation has not changed in a number of years. When I became CEO, my compensation did not change. When I became president, it did not. So we are cognizant of thinking holistically about the expenses. So we take that into account.
So honestly, from watching the stream and just listening to him talk about it, he seems like he's really passionate about what he's doing, and he wants streamers to be able to live off of this, and he wants Twitch to last for a while. At the end of the day, that is his objective and his job as a CEO. And sometimes you do have to fire people. It's a tough decision. It really is. And I'm not happy about the fact that people got fired. I mean, even if it does not affect me, those people was not planning to get fired anytime soon. Hopefully they can get back on their feet. He does state in the live stream somewhere that they have a severance package for him too, and they set him up pretty well, that they're gonna have insurance for about 2-3 months. I know he said he did over the industry standard, so they're setting them up pretty well. It still sucks that they don't have a job, but at least that's something they don't have to worry about for a while. Hopefully all of the workers, including the workers in Discord and Google, can get back on their feet. I'm pretty sure they're well intelligent people and they'll be able to find a job again. Now, in the tech field, not too sure, because from what he's saying, even other tech companies are probably doing the same thing of downsizing. There's a chance that we might hear in the future that another tech company is downsizing, and not just Discord or Google and Twitch. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I know Amazon has been laying off people too. So it's a real big thing going on in the tech field, and they're just trying to find their footing. They gotta adjust to the current climate, I guess you could say. But anyway, that's about it. I just want to talk about this topic. I was actually really interested in it. I've never really been interested in Twitch. As I said before, I don't care about streaming. However, hearing this stuff and actually looking into it, I actually was kind of interested. Anyway, it's been your boy T. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye. And also, screw Ava. Ava better die in Borderlands 4. That's all I gotta say. And if she don't die, something better happen to her. Like, I know I know Borderlands 2, Lilith got Roland killed, but at least Roland died for a good reason. Maya just didn't have to die like that. She could have died, but not like that. A respectful death. All right, I'm done. My bad. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Wait, it's been your boy T. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.